Beardo Banjo.
Hello there everyone and welcome to the February 2022 new VR games rundown. I have a cup of tea. Here it is. That's delicious. Now I bet this will still be hot by the end of the video because there are so few VR games coming out this month that this is going to be a quick one. That's right, February is drier than a slug that's fallen into a big pot of salt. They would be very, very dry. Now the good news is January did bestow upon us some fantastic VR games that should keep us busy through the quieter months. We got Zenith, we got Wanderer, we got Lost Recipes, and we got Hitman 3 VR for the PC, which I know not a lot of people liked, but I'm still having quite a lot of fun with that one. So there are games to keep you going if none of what I'm about to show today looks of interest to you. However, if you still play flat screen games much like I do, February is stacked, and it might be the month to just put your Quest on charge and come back to it in March, because we've got Dying Light 2, we've got Sifu, we've got Horizon Forbidden West, and we've got Elden Ring, which I cannot wait to disappear into and sink thousands and thousands of hours into. So I'm going to struggle to make VR content around that week when that one comes out. Just a heads up. I might just stream Elden Ring. Who knows? But for now, let's have a look at all the VR games coming out in February for the Quest and PC VR. There's not really any PSVR releases this month. No, not really anything. So Quest and PC VR. Up first, and arguably the biggest VR launch of the month, is Ultrawings 2 on the 3rd of February. Now this, in my opinion, is an arcadey flight sim for people who don't really like flight sims. I could never play flight sims properly because I don't take it seriously enough. I just want to jump into the cockpit, take to the skies, and see how many barrel rolls I can do, and see how close I can get to a building without destroying myself and the vehicle. Ultrawings is that. An exceptionally colourful arcadey flight sim with challenges like dogfighting, flying through hoops, races, landing challenges, and a huge open world with various different islands to explore. This is one that you can just jump into and have some fun, but it does have the joy of a proper flight sim with fully interactive cockpits, with buttons you can flick on, controls you can use, and full HOTAS, never how to say it, full HOTAS support. Really looking forward to this one. I'll be checking it out on Friday on the channel. I'm probably going to crash a lot. I'm not very good in planes, but I think Ultrawings looks absolutely fantastic. Also on the 3rd of February is Mills BodyCombat, the most aggressive sounding VR fitness game I've ever heard of. BodyCombat sounds like someone's going to come to my house and beat the shit out of me until I'm in good shape, and I don't really want that. I don't think that's what the game actually is. The game actually does entail 30 different workout routines that have been scientifically proven to make you an absolute Adonis if you stick to them. The game also has virtual coaching, and it's not the kind of thing that I would particularly engage with because I'm a very lazy person. But for those looking to utilize VR as fitness, there are some fantastic games coming out and apps just like this one that are really starting to utilize the potential of getting fit at home with VR. It's exciting to see more apps getting involved in this. I will try it out, but I probably won't make a video because no one wants to see me sweaty and defeated. I can't really say anything about this next one because the dev team haven't announced it yet, and I don't actually know if they will before release. This could be a stealth surprise release for the Quest platform that just comes out of nowhere within the first 2 weeks or so of February. Now, that's basically all I can say. If you're a fan of single-player, story-driven, comedic narrative, puzzle adventure games, then this is something to be aware of. There is a game launching, hopefully very soon for the Quest platform, that I think you'll all enjoy. And that's all I can say. Pop your guesses as to what it might be down in the comments below, and I'll like them all, so that you don't know if you've got it right. On the 17th of February, an existing PC VR game makes its way over to the Quest, and I'm really happy to see it make that jump. Unbinary is a gorgeous, hand-painted, that's right, hand-painted VR puzzle adventure game where you have to audit a robot that's been put in charge of ruling the Earth. A great storyline, a great concept, and honestly, some of the nicest visuals I've seen in VR. One of the things I love the most is when a developer tries something completely new with the visual style of their game, and I think Unbinary looks absolutely stunning. Can't wait to check it out on the Quest. For fans of Portal, for fans of things like virtual reality and those kind of games, this should be something you keep high up on your radar. I thought I was done with this video. I was about to hit render. It's a completely different day. There's a coat rack behind me now that wasn't there yesterday, but a new game has just been announced and confirmed to be releasing for the Quest platform on the 17th of February, and that game is Drums Rock, a brand new rhythm adventure action game that sees you drumming along in time to the music whilst also defeating and destroying demons in hell. It also has boss fights which look really smart. Now I know there's probably a slight oversaturation of rhythm games in VR at the moment, and I still think Smash Drums is kind of the standard to beat in terms of a drumming rhythm VR game, but I'm still really excited to see what Drums Rock can bring to the mixture and bring to the genre, because the boss fights and destroying the enemies is kind of a unique twist on something we already know. Now the video's done. Now let me render it. Stop announcing things. And then finally, at the back end of the month, on the 28th of February, Grid Leaper launches onto PC VR via Steam. Now, Grid Leaper is basically The Climb if The Climb had taken loads of acid, or if The Climb was neon-soaked and very retro-inspired. It's effectively an intense VR platformer with over 90 levels to master, 90 levels that include climbing, running, dodging, swinging, and all manner of VR platforming mechanics. I'm really excited to give this one a go. I have quite a competitive streak when it comes to things like this, and if there's leaderboards and I can set the fastest times and then compete with other people in the VR community, yeah, sign me up. I'll give that a go. I'm a big fan of platformers, and I don't think they've been perfectly translated into VR yet. When we get our VR Super Meat Boy equivalent, then I'll be a very happy boy. And they're all the big games coming out in February for VR. I did say it was going to be a very dry month. Is my tea still hot? It's kind of lukewarm, it's not very nice anymore. To top off the video, I just want to talk about a few other games that were meant to be out this month and a few projects that have just been announced. Kickstarting that, let's have another look at Requisition. Now, this was supposed to come out this month. My heart is broken. They did have to delay it. Now, this is the Dead Rising inspired find anything you can find and use it as a weapon co-op VR zombie game. I'm very excited for this one, and ultimately I'm happier that the dev team decided to delay it than release a product that just wasn't in a fit state. So Requisition will now be launching in April of 2022, and it's still one that I genuinely think everyone should be keeping a close eye on. It's PC VR only, and it looks like a great time. In what was probably the biggest piece of VR gaming news of January, Skydance have announced that Walking Dead Saints and Sinners Chapter 2 Retribution, the most confusingly titled VR game of all time, is coming at some point this year, and everyone rejoiced. I absolutely love Saints and Sinners. It is one of the most sublime and well-made VR games we currently have access to. Any additional content, any follow-up, any sequel will be welcomed with open arms by the entire VR community. Now, we have had some kind of confirmation of this. It is going to be a standalone product. They haven't said a full-blown sequel, but they have said standalone. Now, the Chapter 2 kind of hints at that. Not a true sequel, not a true follow-on, but something connected to the first game. Details right now are super sparse, but ultimately, I don't care. I will gladly purchase more games from the Saints and Sinners world if they're made by Skydance, because they've proven to me they know how to make a top quality VR game. Cannot wait for that one. For my final piece of VR gaming news for February, I wanted to show you Lost Embers, a PC game where all the humans in the world have disappeared and you get to play as animals in some of the most gorgeous environments I've ever seen. Beautiful environments, look like they're hand painted. They're not, but they look like they're hand painted. The game also has amazing music that's just kind of sweeping and breathtaking, and running across the fields as a fox is just amazing. This game is getting a VR mode. Wishlist it now on Steam. I think this is going to be really smart in VR. I don't know how it's going to work. I don't know if they're going to try to convert it into first person, or if, like Hellblade, it will just be a third person version of the game in VR. Whatever it's going to be, I'm really excited to see it, because Lost Embers is a really, really underrated title. It's one of the most beautiful games I've ever played, and it's just going to translate so well into virtual reality. It would be great to see it on the Quest, but I think it's just going to be PC VR. It's only just been announced, no release date yet, but go check it out on Steam. People who own the flat screen version will get the VR version for free. There you go. And that is everything for February. I'll be back at the beginning of March for another one of these videos. I really enjoy doing these because I can just sit and have a pack of Wotsits and a cup of tea and talk about VR games. It's absolutely fantastic. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, as always, please do leave a like, leave a comment and hit subscribe. And let's see if that surprise VR game for the Quest does launch within the first couple of weeks of February. Watch this space. You heard it here first. Ha 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 ha. Take care, everyone. See you later.